Hindi ko alam kung if you've been asked this plenty of times in interviews, pero can you tell us kung paano mo nagpisan yung URCC? I'm sure a lot of people.
Okay. All right. I was always doing martial arts when I was younger, and then we had what we do is we found out that not every martial art is complete, so we'd always train and train and train, and we'd always test our martial arts. So what we would do is we would aside from testing it out on each other, we'd ask other people to come and spar with us. We'd have underground fights. And then with the underground fights, we would see na pag may natalo, may napipikon. Napipikon, babawi in other ways. So it became really, really violent. I mean, after this, people started bringing out knives and guns and sticks, and then no, dami nasaktan. So we decided no, we have to clean this up because magaling mga Filipino martial artists. And then during this time, I discovered the Gracies. So I went and trained with the Gracie family, who were the founders of the UFC.
Yes.
After I trained with them, I said, if you can since they made it work in the US, that there's a UFC, it was mainstream, I think I can make it work here also. Of course, when I started the URCC, everybody was saying, di mangyari yan dito, bawal yan, whatever. Walang sponsor yan, walang magsasanction yan, and everything. So I didn't listen to anybody. So I did what we had to do. And then that's when we had the URCC. Now we have our Filipino Mixed Martial Arts. We're one of the best around the world. And
Oh, wow.
sky's the limit now.
And it's now URCC Global.
Yes.
Global, which means in how many countries that
Okay,
is?
we've already had events in China and in the US. Next year we'll be in Vegas, in the MGM. We're going to be bringing a lot of mainstream American fighters. Aside from that, we'll have our Filipino fighters and Asian fighters. So it's not just going to be centered in Southeast Asia. We're really going around the world this time.
Wow, MGM?
Yes.
You're booking MGM next year?
Yes.
Wow!
Who would think that?
Yeah, di ba? That's
Dati
amazing.
away lang sa kalye, tapos biglang we made it mainstream, now we're in Vegas.
That's fantastic. So, you mentioned yung mga away-away. When was this? When did you start? Kailan nagsimula yung mga ganun?
Okay, this started around the 90s with peak niyan. Because before that, the ones that were really, really heavy into martial arts groups before was Yoyan, and there's Bakbakan, and there's Sarian. So, after that, we just got along, and then, trained, learned from each other. This was around the 90s also, the 90s. Yung 90s,
Early 90s?
Yeah, early 90s. Yan ang sobrang gulo talaga. Because
And you were how old?
I was 18, 17.
Oh, okay.
So I was an instructor when I was 18 years old already. So
In what
in Sarian.
Sarian.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I made it a point na yun ang ginagawa ko. I said I'd go home, whatever we train, I'd go home, I'd train again. And after that, I'd write down notes, and then I'd buy all the books sa National Bookstore. Tapos lahat ng martial arts books, babasahin ko. As in, talagang
Buti meron.
Buti meron, di ba? Before National Bookstore used to have a lot of martial arts books. Again, wala na.
Okay, sinong authors
They had, ang dami. They had Masuyama Kyokushinkai, they had Bruce Lee's Jeet Kune Do, they had Wally J. Small Circle Jiu-Jitsu. Ang dami. They even had a judo book before. So, I made sure that I immersed myself in all of the martial arts studies, and then,
Wow. So, bakit were you in a martial arts family or
No.
saan ka?
Well, my grandfather was a hardcore martial artist.
Mhm.
My father also taught me arnis and when we were younger, but then I started martial arts at 9 years old
Okay.
because I watched the ninja movies and I wanted to become like that. The Suzuki movies, and then from there I just kept learning and training and everything: boxing, wrestling, stick fighting, Carlos Hermanos. We just never stopped learning because the time that you think that you know everything, that's when you don't know anything. So you always have to keep learning and learning. And if you're not trying to improve yourself, you're going down.
Yeah, ano pa rin yun, Socratic paradox. Diba? The only thing you know is that you don't know. So parang, I'm really interested. One of the stories, kasi meron akong nabasa dati na sa FHM yata yun. Basta somewhere in a magazine with an interview with you, yung kinukwento about yung violent face ng Pinoy combat sports.
Oh, yeah.
Is it, if we can call it combat sports back then?
Mhm.
So how would you describe that?
It's like half combat sports and half street fighting.
Street fighting. Saan ginagawa yun?
Like all over Makati, all over these bars in the north. But basically Makati, Pasay Road before used to be like a real, talagang that's where Mars was, that's where the old Peps was. So almost every weekend meron doon.
Talaga?
Yeah.
As in sa kalye?
Sa kalye mismo. There would be times that we closed down the street.
Wow!
Tapos pagka-traffic sila, wala kaming pakialam. Then darating yung police, everything, it would be really, really magulo.
Sino yung mga lumalaban?
Okay, kasi before, if you notice before, there was a lot of, that's when the hip-hop culture started also, diba? So everybody started wearing loose jeans, feeling gangster. Tapos may mga, syempre, there's other people with frats, there's other people with martial arts groups. So lahat yung nagsasalubong doon. So doon nag-uupangan, as in all the time. So, and every weekend, tapos syempre, may mga people would get into fights because pinasas yung girl. Pero syempre, diba, usually that's the start sa mga away, diba? That's
Pero hindi naman prize fight. So hindi siya prize fighting.
All pride.
Talaga?
All pride lang. So let's say, sinabi nito, mas magaling siya sa'yo. Saan siya? Let's go.
Wow.
Yun na. Tapos sabi ng school na to, mas magaling siya. Pupunta namin yung school. Tara, let's go. As in ganun. It was really pretty chaotic before. And then, I saw that we had to sanitize all of this. Kasi, this is a sport that we're all taking serious in training, but then people think na, well, totoo naman, because a lot of us were just street fighters and thugs, but nawala yung martial arts culture. So we had to bring it back and sanitize everything.
So basically, you belong to a group who practice martial arts, and then meron kang babalitaan na may tropa pala doon iba.
It always be like that. Not exactly us, but actually kami yung laging hinahamon. Because especially me, for example, when you look at me, sino payatot na tisoy na yan? Marunong akong pag-away yan. Diba? There's like that. So syempre, a lot of people would try to pick on me also. Ayun, tapos nalaman na lang nila.
Sino yung mga lumalaban? Sino yung mga...
Pero marami, I mean, they're different groups.
From where? Are these students or are these tambay? Or?
I had all sorts. I had people from the US, I had people from other martial arts schools, people from other fraternities, as in lahat yan. And then, it's funny because before, all of us used to beat up each other and almost kill each other. And then may mga namatay actually. But then now, all of us are friends. All of us are friends.
Kahit yung mga kaaway mo.
Kahit yung mga kaaway. It's really funny because parang may sarili kaming bonding. And then, you defeat your enemy when you make them your friend. So, that's how I defeat a lot of them. Ginawa ko na sa kaibigan.
Oo nga eh. Actually, yun nga yung art of war, di ba? Yun yung total, doon mo malalaman that you have conquered your enemy pag naging tropa mo na. Okay. So, you said it came to a point where it became violent?
Yeah. What do you call it? Like me, for example, umabot to the point that I got shot 3 times on M16.
Shot?
So, yeah, kasi nabaril ako in my stomach, everything. My cousin beside me died. He got shot. He got hit here, and then he got hit in the leg. It was really, really terrible before.
Wow.
So talagang it was really grabe.
How would you describe the feeling of getting shot?
Well, actually, I didn't feel it. So, that's M16. Tapos when that happened, kaya ko paputok. Tapos mamaya yung mga tao, sisigawan na. After that, my leg started shaking by itself. Tapos mamaya, basa. Uy, ako pala yun. Tapos later on, natang tao, nagtatakbuhan. Tapos, I could see my cousin sa malayo. He was nakahiga na. Tapos, remember there's a taxi eh. So, tinawag ko pa yung taxi. Then when I went to the taxi, parang nanghina ako. I threw half of my body inside the taxi. Then after that, my friend si Boy 2, he put my legs in, and after that, that's when we went to the
Boy
hospital.
2 Kiso?
Yeah.
Wow.
So, we went to the hospital. Tapos pagdating sa hospital, sabi ko sa mga doktor, Dok, mamamatay ba ako? Yung mga nurse. Okay. They would say, Sir, wait lang, sir. Sabi ko, mamamatay ba ako? Hindi. Sir, wait lang. Sabi ko, mumutuhin talaga kita. Sabi ko sa akin, mamamatay. So I was panicking already. I was really, really panicking. And then there was one doctor there He goes, ikaw si Alvin Aguilar, di ba? And I go, oo. Ikaw pala si Alvin Aguilar, hindi ka makamatay. Oo nga, no? So doon na lang ako kumunan tibay na loob because grabe, I mean, my intestines were all messed up. Kasi ang daming dugo. As in, sobrang daming dugo. And every time I try to hold my cut, parang lumulusot yung dugo sa kamay ko, everything.
Wow.
So, it was really, grabe yan.
So, sa torso, sa
Right.
stomach area,
Yeah.
dun ka.
So,
Did it hit any vital organs? Or-
no, it ripped up my intestines. All my intestines were ripped up. So, I had like 100 stitches here, ups and down. I had exit wounds this big. So,
Wow.
it was really, really bad. And then, ayun.
So how did that affect you? So you kept on fighting even
Yeah.
after that?
So, well, I have one bullet until now that's in my spine. Hindi na inoperahan. So after that, the doctor said, syempre I was like, concerned, diba? Will I be able to train after that? Will I be able to do this? And then sabi nila, you know what? A lot of the doctors said, maybe you should take it easy, ganyan. Syempre me, when people tell me that I can't do it, all the more I have to do it. Because, like the people who change the world, like compromise, diba? Like people who change themselves for the world are the steady people, diba? Now people who change the world for themselves are the ones that created, progress. So when people say I can't do it, all the more I gotta.
Ah.
Okay, so when they said that hindi na pwedeng train, ganyan, I went to the States, pina-check ko, after 14 days I was on the mat. Even when I had stitches in my stomach.
Wow.